Today I'm going to go over my DVD sales over the last 90 days and also what I'm going to do to grow it going forward. Hey guys, it's Steve from Resale Dojo, where we grow our reselling businesses together. Now today I'm going to be taking you through a breakdown of my sales of just DVDs over the last 90 days. I was actually surprised to see what the total was looking like and just seeing like how it all broke down over the dollar amounts and how many units were sold. So I'm going to show you guys all of that type of stuff right now. So last night I decided to look at my sales numbers on eBay. Now for me it's a little bit easier because I put them all under the same category, so it's easier for me to generate either a sales report or an inventory report based on the category that I have it listed under. So for my sales, I had 173 sales that totaled over $5,500 in the last 90 days, and that comes out to an average sales price of $31.94. Now, while those sales numbers are lower than I want them to be, I'm actually pretty excited for where they are based on a few factors. The first one is I have not gone sourcing or barely have gone sourcing over the last 6 weeks, whether it's because of vacation or just trying to get through my death pile at home. And during those 6 weeks, I barely have listed any DVDs because I don't have any DVDs sitting in my death pile. Also during that time, I had my store off for over 7 days, so that definitely affected my sales numbers as well. And additionally, since it is the summer, less people are looking for entertainment options like DVDs and video games, so those numbers are down as well over these last couple of months. So taking those three factors, I actually feel really good with where my sales are. So $5,500 over 90 days is pretty good with all of those impacts that I've put into my store. But I wanted to see a little bit of a deeper insight on where my sales are, and so I'm going to show you guys the chart that I made. So up here is a chart of the breakdown of all of my sales. I looked at it based on dollar ranges, so like 10 to $19.99, 20 to $29.99, and so forth, just to see where everything is falling within those buckets. So looking at this, there were a couple things that really popped out to me, so I'm going to go over them with you. The first thing is at that 10 to $19.99 range, 42% of my unit sales were in that range, but only 22% of my dollars have actually come from that range. So you could see that I'm putting in more work in that range for less total dollars that are coming into my store, which makes sense because those are a lower dollar amount items and my average sales price was $31 over the last 90 days. Now seeing that, I'm not gonna actually stop selling in that lower dollar range because I get a lot of those items for $1, maybe $2, maybe sometimes $3 if it's a set. But I have actually strict rules that I follow to sell within that range. And I know those items are mainly ones that I see as high sell-through rate items that I actually could get a pretty good return on investment on. As you gradually go down the chart, you could see that it actually proportionally falls off with how you would think it would. It's a little skewed when it comes to the 50 to $99.99 range, just because that is like a big range that I bundled together just because I wasn't going to break everything down by tens. The crazy thing to me is the 100 or more range, which had only 3 sales in that range for 1.7% of my total unit sales, but it counts for 13.5% of my total dollar amount over the last 90 days. So there are some crazy DVD holy grails out there to find, but they are really hard to find, and you're really going to be making most of your money at the lower dollar range, churning those over and over and over. The good thing about DVDs at the lower price ranges is if you price them appropriately to the market, they are going to move pretty quickly. The next thing I want to highlight are my goals for DVD sales on eBay. I'm going to be aiming for at least $3,000 a month in DVD sales, which is $9,000 over 90 days. So I am short with where I am right now, but that gives me something to grow into over the rest of this year. And there are 3 things I'm going to be doing to try to get this dollar amount up. I'm going to try to do some solid sourcing 2 to 3 days a week, just so I can find inventory to get in there and keep churning and burning. My next thing that I'm going to be doing is trying to get my DVD inventory up to at least $15,000 of on-hand inventory. Right now I'm at $8,500 of DVD inventory for eBay, so I just need to keep bumping that up, and that's going to come from that additional sourcing. And the third strategy that I'm going to use is I'm going to look for what type of bulk opportunities are out there, whether it's locally or online. So I'm going to be checking to see if my local Goodwill has any medium mail pallets that they're selling, if any of the other thrift stores have that as well, stuff that they're trying to get rid of. Additionally, I'm going to look at what online bulk opportunities there are, especially when it comes to pallets. I'm gonna look to see what vendors are out there, what I can expect to get out of the pallets, and then hopefully test a few of those out with a few bulk buys. And with those bulk buys, I really hope to ratchet up those dollar amounts and really get those sales going so I can hit that $3,000 a month of DVD sales on eBay. So that's it. Those are my sales for the past 90 days. Those are my new goals. Let me know down below what I should be doing to help hit my goals over the next couple of months. Also, let me know what you guys are doing to grow some of your categories as well. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.